Kia ora, good morning. Hello to my Year 12 physicists. Today is Tuesday, the 24th of August 2021. We're moving into the second day of teaching online the new unit, electromagnetism. I'd like to move along a little bit now to a couple of new concepts. By now, hopefully, you've looked at series and parallel circuits and you know what they are. That was in the previous lesson. Today's lesson, I'd like to look at a sequence of things. Nobody's seen an electron. I'm going somewhere with this. One bloke I met said he thought he did, but I don't think he was right. Electricity is an abstract concept that's hard to think about. So if we learn a related idea that we can't, that's a concrete idea, something we can touch, like this plastic box, we can touch it. It's a concrete thing. Whereas hunger is an abstract idea. Electricity is an abstract concept. It's hard to get your finger on. So sometimes I use drama, but we certainly can't do it now because we're all not together. So moving along, in my lessons, I would normally get 3 volunteers to each count the class, and they would come up with a number, say 25. I say, oh, no, ambiguity. I didn't say what I wanted you to count. I would say, I wanted you to tell me how many fingers and toes there are in the room. Well, assuming everybody is born with the right number and nobody's been amputated, we don't need to do some mathematics. Recounting, we can do some mathematics. If, say, we had 25 people in the class, each person's got 20 fingers and toes, so we can multiply 25 by 20 to get 500 fingers and toes. Electrons come in groups too, bigger groups, fairly big groups. They come in groups of about 6.25 million, and they're called coulombs. I think it's Charles Coulomb, I could be wrong, I'll have to look that up. And that in standard form is 6.25 times 10 to the 18 electrons. Now current is the flow of electrons. We're going to measure current. Current is just the flow of electrons. Ammeters are electron counters. They count electrons as they go past. This is an ammeter. You might have played with one in year 10. Electrons come in one side, go through, get counted, and the number that pops up, or the needle that moves, is measured in coulombs per second, or that, but normally named after another French fella, Ampere. I'll have to look up his first name, shortened to amps often. And like a cooking show, here's what I prepared earlier. If we go to PhET circuit, and we click on it, we get this. Click on that arrow, we get this. And I would like you to move past the intro into the lab. Click on the lab. You can then start moving things around. Now I've made one of these. Here's a battery, a wire, and I've set it up in like a circuit diagram. There's the ammeter there. There's 2 sorts. One where you just put the target on the wire, but I want you to use these ones, please, because they're more reminiscent of what we use in the lab. The electrons travel around the circuit, they go through the light bulb, they're counted. And so therefore, this says 0.9 coulombs per second, which is still a heap of electrons, are going through that counter every second. So we can write that on here. So electrons come through. Now a series circuit. In the lab, we don't have lots and lots of ammeters, so what I would do is double plug here, and then we can put an ammeter in each of the places. But with a simulator, we can. So here's one I prepared earlier. What I've got here is a couple of batteries, a couple of cells, an ammeter here either side. So if we flick into here, you can see an electrical source, voltage source, a couple of ammeters either side. Then the bottom, lamp, another ammeter, lamp, ammeter, lamp. And when you make this and turn on the switch, I'm just going to click that, but I'm not going to, you'll be able to see the pattern of what's going on there. That tells us something. Once you've done that, I then would like you to move, by the way, this is the answers. I'd like you to build this one, which has got this situation, which is an ammeter at the top, an ammeter in each of the 2 branches of a parallel circuit, and a lamp in there. And again, just like a cooking show, here's one I prepared earlier. uh, voltage source, ammeter, and when you turn it on, you get that sort of thing there. And I'm not going to tell you what the answer is. I hope this is useful to you. Let me know how you get on, and I'll be putting the answers up possibly tomorrow, and then we'll talk about some other things. Hopefully this is useful to you, fellas. Stay safe, stay well, and be happy. Hooray.